Marisa Tomei, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It is great to have you here.
Hi.
You and all your Oscar nominations. I'm looking at you and I see at least 3 of them. And I want to think a 4th one is coming, you know, for Cyrus, a movie that is here at the Sundance Film Festival that I saw last night. That is one of the best movies that I've seen here.
Thanks.
And yet here you are with people that I would immediately think of you being cast with. John C. Reilly, of course, would be your boyfriend in this movie, and Jonah Hill would be your son.
Yeah,
of course.
Natch.
This was like they must have said, let's just call Marisa because this is what it is.
Match made in heaven.
And John C. is peeing in the bushes, and that's it. But you, as this mother, single mom to Jonah Hill, is who? Who is this character?
Well, I never really think of her that way. I mean, I think of her as his best friend, that we're best friends, we have a great time together, and we're more, I love him and take care of him and nurture him, but it's more of a, there's a lot of creativity between us, and there's a lot of laughter and a lot of comfortability, and so I think of us, and Jonah said it on the set too, I just think like, you're my girlfriend and we're gonna break up or something. You know, that's the substitutions we were using, and that's the way I didn't really, it's not like a mom part, which I think is a snooze most of the time.
I have to ask, just hanging out with these 2 guys, Jonah and John C., what is that? I mean, are they nuts, or are we just, am I just assuming that?
They certainly know how to keep it loose. They're extremely smart, and they have a lot of banter going back and forth, even when the cameras aren't rolling. And it's a thing to behold, really, to see those minds at work.
We were talking just a little bit before the show about the roles that you get as an actress in Hollywood, and how sometimes the woman, the girl, what that part is considered one thing.
Yeah.
Is that what goes on? I mean, despite the fact that you seem to be dodging that jinx time and time again.
It's because I find it so repulsive, I think. It's just so not why I ever want to be an actor. I don't want to, I'm not interested in stereotypes or, you know, or reducing people to one note. And certainly not women, you know, who are so complex. And so this part really struck me as something that wasn't going to be that. The guys, they have very rich lives themselves, and they're really concerned with just setting the stage for the most raw stuff to come out, and to make it so safe that you're not scared to keep going further. That's very unique, and so and usually the women's roles are just like come in, smile, fill in the gaps, or carry the emotional heart without really, you know, being active on any level. Shed a tear because the man can't shed a tear. That's not real.
Then you stick out like a sore thumb around here.
Me? What about you?
I fit in better than you. At least I'm wearing cowboy boots.
Oh, yeah, you blend.
What is it that you do in a career where you've won the Oscar for My Cousin Vinny? Early in your career. So when that happened, were you saying to yourself, I'm pretty hot stuff. I've got the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Does that happen? Can that ever happen for an actor?
What do you mean? What part?
Where you just said, I'm great. Yeah, look at me. You can't top me.
No, not for this.
No, that hasn't happened.
I mean, I think being an actor is a noble profession, but it also is pretty degrading a lot of the time. So that's not really what you're thinking. You're looking for, you know, your next creative experience, your next job sometimes.
It is a gypsy life. Yeah. It is. It's just that. What made you, as a kid, say, this is what I want to do?
We could spend a few years on the couch about that one.
It's okay. Okay. But there had to be that seed of saying it, you know, whether you were making faces in the bathroom mirror or whatever it was that made you.
Some of it is the external part of traveling and going into different worlds and being curious about that stuff, and part of it is emotional release and you know, and looking for families. I think that's part of it too.
But that couldn't have happened as a kid. You already have a family.
You're not thinking that, but it is happening
yeah.
inside for parts of myself that maybe weren't fulfilled or still wanted, you know, needed other things.
Well, in closing this interview, I usually ask people to sing a few lines of a song that means something. Look at the heart. That was real. I see it. It's like, it's genuine heart. Well, in the movie, it's, you know, don't you want me, baby? You know? And that John C. is just absolutely has to do this.
Don't you want me? Don't believe it when you say that you don't need me. Just the lights will shine. You think you change your mind? You better change it.
He has to get up and do that.
So sing some.
What's in your head? What's a song that's been going in your head for the last couple of days?
I keep thinking of a song that my mom would sing to me. That's ridiculous.
But that's nice. What was it?
I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, and a barrel and a heap, and I'm talking in my sleep about you.
How perfect that is. Frank Lesser, Guys and
Dolls.
Guys and Dolls,
Yeah.
you did it. Thank you so much. This was so much fun.